Gentlemen, your testosterone is dropping. Right now. Today. And there's a good chance something sitting in your kitchen is making it worse. I'm talking about fruit. Yes, fruit. The same healthy snacks you've been told to eat your entire life could be quietly destroying your ability to get firm erections, crushing your energy, and turning your testosterone into estrogen. I'm Dr. Lila Romano. I've spent over a decade as a urologist working with men just like you, men over 50 who can't figure out why their drive is gone, why their performance in the bedroom has weakened, why they wake up exhausted instead of energized. And one of the biggest culprits I see gets completely overlooked: the wrong fruits consumed daily. Here's what we're covering today. I'm going to reveal 4 specific fruits that spike your insulin, trigger inflammation, and actively suppress testosterone production. These aren't exotic fruits. These are things you probably ate this week. But I'm not just here to tell you what to avoid. I'm also going to show you 4 powerful fruits that do the exact opposite. They lower cortisol, boost free testosterone, improve blood flow to the penis, and help your body become a testosterone-producing machine again. This isn't complicated. These are simple swaps you can make starting tomorrow that create real, measurable changes in how you feel and perform. Now, before we dive in, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment right now and tell me, have you noticed your morning erections getting weaker or disappearing completely? Just type yes or no. I want to understand where you're at because that's one of the earliest and most reliable signs that your testosterone is declining. Your answer helps me create content that actually addresses what you're dealing with. Now let's talk about what's really happening in your body right now. If you're over 50, you already know something's changed. You're waking up slower. That automatic morning firmness you used to count on isn't showing up as reliably anymore. Your workouts feel harder but deliver weaker results. Your belly is getting softer even though you're eating the same foods. And when it comes to achieving strong, lasting erections takes more effort, more stimulation, more time, and even then, the firmness isn't what it used to be. This isn't in your head. You're not imagining it. What you're experiencing is testosterone decline, and it's affecting every system in your body. Testosterone isn't just about your sex drive, though that's certainly critical. Testosterone is the master hormone that controls your energy levels from morning until night. It drives your mental clarity and focus. It fuels your motivation and that inner confidence you feel as a man. It keeps your body burning fat instead of storing it around your gut. It maintains muscle mass and bone density. It supports cardiovascular health. And crucially, it's essential for erectile function. Testosterone maintains the health of the erectile tissue in your penis and supports the nitric oxide pathways that allow blood vessels to dilate so blood can rush in and create firmness. When testosterone drops, everything suffers. Now here's what most men never learn. Your testosterone levels are being directly influenced every single day by what you eat. And yes, that includes fruit. We've been told for decades that fruit is always healthy. It's natural, colorful, and packed with vitamins. Eat more fruit, live longer, right? But here's the truth most doctors won't tell you. Not all fruit is created equal when it comes to male hormones. Let me explain the science. There are 2 primary mechanisms that cause certain fruits to destroy your testosterone. Mechanism 1, excessive sugar load. When you eat fruits high in concentrated sugars, you trigger rapid, massive insulin spikes. Insulin is the hormone your pancreas releases to manage blood sugar. That's normal. But when insulin is constantly spiking multiple times per day, your cells stop responding properly. This is called insulin resistance. And here's the connection. Insulin resistance is directly linked in study after study to lower total testosterone and higher estrogen levels. Your hormonal balance gets completely thrown off. Mechanism 2, chronic inflammation. High-sugar fruits create inflammatory processes throughout your body. This inflammation causes oxidative stress that damages the Leydig cells in your testicles. Those Leydig cells are the factories that produce testosterone. When they're constantly under inflammatory attack, they can't function. Production drops. You feel it everywhere: lower energy, weaker erections, less drive. So certain fruits sabotage you through these 2 pathways. But other fruits, the right fruits, actually support testosterone production. They reduce inflammation, lower cortisol, improve circulation, and create the perfect biological environment for your body to make hormones efficiently. I'm going to show you exactly which fruits are destroying your testosterone and which ones can help you get it back. These are practical, actionable changes backed by medical research. No pills, no prescriptions, just strategic food choices. Let's start with the 4 fruits you need to eliminate or drastically reduce. Bananas. The first testosterone destroyer is the banana. I know. Bananas are convenient, portable, sweet, and packed with potassium. Athletes eat them constantly. How could they possibly be a problem? Here's how. One large banana contains 27 to 30 grams of sugar. That's a massive sugar hit delivered rapidly into your bloodstream. For someone running a marathon, fine. But for the average man over 50, especially if you're carrying extra weight around your midsection or living a sedentary lifestyle, that sugar load is a direct hormonal assault. When you eat that banana, your blood sugar spikes immediately. Your pancreas floods your system with insulin to manage it. And when insulin spikes constantly, day after day, your body develops insulin resistance. Your cells stop listening to insulin signals. And here's the testosterone connection. Insulin resistance directly suppresses testosterone production. Multiple clinical studies have proven this link. When insulin resistance develops, total testosterone drops significantly. But there's another layer. When you have insulin resistance and belly fat, that fat tissue produces an enzyme called aromatase. Aromatase converts testosterone into estrogen. So not only are you producing less testosterone, the testosterone you do have is being actively converted into the female hormone. You're literally fueling the process that's feminizing your body. Does this mean you can never eat a banana again? No, but you need to be strategic. If you want one, choose a smaller, slightly green banana. Green bananas contain more resistant starch and less sugar. And always pair it with fat. Add almonds, almond butter, or walnuts. The fat slows digestion and flattens the insulin spike, protecting your hormones. Number 2, dried fruits. The second destroyer is dried fruit. Dates, raisins, dried figs, dried apricots. The problem is concentration. When you dehydrate fruit, you remove the water and leave behind hyper-concentrated sugar in a tiny package. A small handful of dried dates contains 40 to 50 grams of sugar. That's more sugar than a can of Coke. And because dried fruits are soft, chewy, and easy to eat mindlessly, you consume massive amounts before your brain registers fullness. There's no natural stopping point. Worse, because the water and fiber structure are stripped away, your body absorbs that sugar incredibly fast. No buffer, no slow release. Just pure concentrated fructose hitting your system like a freight train. The result? A devastating insulin spike, the exact hormonal disaster we just discussed. High insulin suppresses testosterone. It triggers inflammation. It promotes belly fat storage. That belly. That produces aromatase, which converts your testosterone into estrogen. The solution is simple. Always choose fresh fruit over dried. If you're craving something sweet, eat fresh dates or fresh figs if available. Your body handles natural sugar much better when it's bound with water and fiber. That structure creates slow, steady absorption that doesn't wreck your hormones. Number 3, SOI-based snacks. The third destroyer is controversial. Soy products like edamame, soy protein bars, and soy shakes. Technically, soybeans are legumes, not fruits. But many men treat them as convenient, healthy plant-based snacks, so we need to address them. The issue is isoflavones, also called phytoestrogens. These are plant compounds that weakly mimic estrogen inside your body. Now, the research here is mixed. Some studies show minimal effects. Others raise concerns. But here's what we know clinically: chronic, high-volume soy consumption in men whose testosterone is already struggling due to age, weight, or metabolic issues can tilt hormonal balance in the wrong direction. Your goal as a man over 50 is to maximize testosterone and minimize estrogen's influence. If you're already showing signs of high estrogen, like weight gain around your chest, reduced muscle mass, or weaker erections, consuming foods that may further increase estrogenic activity is counterproductive. If you eat soy, do it sparingly. Choose fermented forms like tempeh or miso. Fermentation changes the isoflavone structure, making them less hormonally active. But for daily snacking, skip the edamame and choose other protein sources. Fruit number 4, grapes and grape juice. The fourth destroyer is great, especially grape juice. Whole grapes contain beneficial antioxidants like resveratrol, but they're also extremely high in fructose, and because they're small and juicy, it's ridiculously easy to overconsume them. A. Large bowl disappears in minutes. Despite those antioxidants, grapes have a surprisingly high glycemic index, meaning they spike blood sugar faster than you'd expect. But the real villain is grape juice. One glass of commercial grape juice is a sugar bomb that completely negates any benefits. When you strip away the fiber and skin and drink just the juice, you're consuming concentrated fructose with nothing to slow absorption. What happens next is a hormonal disaster. Massive insulin spike, testosterone production suppressed, fat storage promoted, especially around your belly. And that belly fat produces aromatase, converting your testosterone into estrogen. Think about this. You're trying to boost testosterone, but you're literally drinking something that converts it into the female hormone. That's working directly against your goals. Avoid grape juice entirely. If you want whole grapes occasionally, limit yourself to a small handful and pair them with protein or fat to slow absorption. Make this an exception, not the habit. Now here's the good news. There are 4 specific fruits that work in exactly the opposite direction. They reduce inflammation, support circulation, lower cortisol, and create the perfect environment for testosterone production. Number 1, pomegranate. The first testosterone restorer is pomegranate. For thousands of years across multiple cultures, pomegranates have symbolized vitality, fertility, and masculine strength. Modern research proves those traditions were right. Clinical studies show that regular pomegranate consumption significantly increases testosterone levels and improves blood flow, including blood flow to the penis, which is essential for firm, reliable erections. Pomegranates work through 3 mechanisms. First, antioxidant protection. Pomegranates contain powerful antioxidants called punic halogens and ellagic acid. These protect your Leydig cells from oxidative damage. Remember, Leydig cells produce testosterone. When they're damaged by oxidative stress, production drops. Pomegranate antioxidants shield those cells, allowing optimal testosterone production. Second, cortisol reduction. Pomegranate clinically lowers cortisol, your primary stress hormone. Cortisol and testosterone exist in an inverse relationship. When cortisol rises, testosterone falls. When cortisol drops, testosterone can rise. They compete for the same biological resources. By lowering cortisol, pomegranate creates space for testosterone to thrive. Third, nitric oxide support. Pomegranate protects and enhances nitric oxide pathways. Nitric oxide is the molecule that signals blood vessels to relax and dilate. This is absolutely critical for erections. When aroused, your body needs nitric oxide to tell the smooth muscle in your penile arteries to relax so blood can rush in and create firmness. Pomegranate supports this entire system. So here's exactly how to make pomegranate work for you. A few ounces of pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice, about 2 to 3 ounces, 3 to 4 times per week is all you need. When you're at the store, look for 100% juice with absolutely no added sugars or fillers. The label should list one ingredient, pomegranate juice. If you prefer, you can eat the fresh pomegranate seeds directly, which gives you the added benefit of fiber. Within 3 to 4 weeks of staying consistent with this, most men start noticing real improvements in their energy levels, their mood, and yes, their sexual function. Number 2, citrus fruits. The second restorer is citrus, oranges, lemons, grapefruits. Everyone knows citrus is rich in vitamin C, but most men don't understand how powerful vitamin C is for testosterone and erectile function. Citrus supports your hormones through 4 mechanisms. First, cortisol regulation. Vitamin C helps manage cortisol levels, protecting testosterone from stress-induced decline. If you're dealing with work pressure or life stress, vitamin C buffers against testosterone suppression. Second, iron absorption. Vitamin C dramatically improves iron absorption from food. Iron is critical for energy production. Low iron causes fatigue that mimics low testosterone symptoms. By optimizing iron uptake, vitamin C ensures you have the energy and vitality you need. Third, nitric oxide protection. Vitamin C prevents nitric oxide from breaking down too quickly in your bloodstream. Remember, nitric oxide allows blood vessels, including those supplying the penis, to dilate properly. Strong circulation means better erectile function. Fourth, vascular health. Citrus contains flavonoids that protect blood vessel walls, reduce vascular inflammation, and improve endothelial function. When your vascular system is healthy, your entire hormonal system benefits. Here's how to use citrus strategically in your daily routine. Start your morning with one whole orange, not just the juice. Eating the whole fruit gives you all that fiber, which creates a slow, steady release of natural sugars without spiking your insulin. Throughout the day, add fresh lemon to your water. The vitamin C gets released into the water, and you're supporting your hormones while staying hydrated. 2 to 3 times per week, including grapefruit. And here's a bonus tip most people don't know. Don't remove all of that white pith between the fruit and the skin. That pith actually contains extra flavonoids that are incredibly beneficial for your vascular health. Number 3, avocado. The third restorer is avocado. Technically a fruit, specifically a berry. And this one is non-negotiable if you're serious about testosterone. Avocados contain exactly what your body needs to manufacture testosterone efficiently. First, healthy fats. Avocados are loaded with monounsaturated fats, the same heart-healthy fats in olive oil. Testosterone is a steroid hormone synthesized from cholesterol. Your body takes cholesterol and fat molecules and converts them into testosterone through enzymatic reactions. Without adequate healthy fat, your body lacks the raw building blocks for hormone production. This is why low-fat diets consistently tank testosterone. Avocado provides exactly the right fat. Second, magnesium. This is the secret weapon. Magnesium affects bioavailable testosterone. When testosterone circulates in your blood, some binds to a protein called sex hormone binding globulin, or SHBG. When bound to SHBG, testosterone is locked away, biologically inactive. Your body can't use it. Magnesium reduces how much testosterone binds to SHBG. This means more free testosterone remains available. Free testosterone is what matters. That's the testosterone your body uses to build muscle, increase energy, enhance libido, and support firm erections. You could have decent total testosterone on a blood test, but if it's all bound, you won't feel the benefits. Magnesium keeps your testosterone free and active. Third, B vitamins. Avocados contain B6 and folate, which support energy metabolism and are required cofactors in hormone synthesis pathways. They help convert food into cellular energy and support testosterone production. When these 3 components work together, healthy fats, magnesium, and B vitamins, you create synergy that dramatically supports testosterone. Here's what I want you to do starting tomorrow. Eat a quarter to half an avocado every single day. Make this absolutely non-negotiable in your routine. It's that important. Add it to your eggs at breakfast. Slice it onto your salad at lunch. Have it as a side with dinner. However you want to do it, just make sure it's happening daily. Within 2 to 3 weeks of consistent daily intake, most men start noticing improvements in both their energy levels and their mood. By 6 to 8 weeks, those hormonal benefits become even more pronounced and undeniable. Fruit number 4, berries. The fourth restorer is berries: blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. These small fruits pack a massive hormonal punch through several mechanisms. Berries contain some of the highest antioxidant concentrations in any food. Specifically, they're rich in quercetin, anthocyanins, and proanthocyanidins. These are potent anti-inflammatory compounds. Why this matters? Chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the most significant but least discussed testosterone destroyers. When your body is constantly inflamed, it diverts resources away from hormone production toward managing inflammation. More importantly, inflammation causes oxidative damage to Leydig cells in your testicles. When those cells are damaged, they can't produce testosterone efficiently. Berry compounds directly reduce systemic inflammation. When inflammation decreases, Leydig cells function optimally again, producing testosterone at healthy levels. Second mechanism, vascular protection. Berry flavonoids protect the endothelial lining of blood vessels. This is the thin layer of cells lining every artery and vein. When healthy, blood vessels dilate properly, meaning better circulation everywhere, including to the penis. This translates directly into better erectile function. Third mechanism, low glycemic load. Unlike bananas or dried fruits, berries won't spike insulin. You can eat them daily without disrupting blood sugar or creating hormonal problems. They're one of the safest fruits for testosterone optimization. Clinical research shows regular berry consumption reduces inflammatory markers, supports healthy testosterone levels, and creates a more favorable hormonal environment. Making berries a daily habit is incredibly simple. Aim for approximately 1 cup of mixed berries every single day. You can add them to Greek yogurt in the morning, which gives you that perfect combination of protein plus antioxidants. Blend them into a smoothie. Eat them as a standalone snack. It doesn't matter whether you use fresh or frozen, both work perfectly well. In fact, frozen berries are often flash frozen at peak ripeness and can actually contain more antioxidants than fresh berries that have been sitting on a shelf for several days. This is honestly one of the easiest, most delicious habits you can develop to support your testosterone naturally. Let me tie this together because information is only valuable if you use it. This isn't about perfection. It's not about never eating a banana again or obsessing over every piece of fruit. It's about making informed, strategic choices that work for your hormones instead of against them. The reality, every food you eat either supports testosterone production or undermines it. Every meal, every snack, either creates the environment where hormones thrive or where they decline. There's no neutral ground. Your food choices have direct hormonal consequences. But here's the empowering part. You control this. Every day, you have opportunities to make choices that rebuild vitality, restore energy, and bring back strength and confidence. Tomorrow morning, when you reach for that banana or pour that grape juice, pause for one moment. Ask yourself, is this helping my hormones or hurting them? That one question, asked consistently, transforms your entire approach. When you make strategic swaps, trade dried fruit for berries, replace morning bananas with avocado, swap grape juice for pomegranate juice, start your day with whole oranges, you're directly influencing the biological levers controlling testosterone production. These changes compound. Small choices made consistently create dramatic transformations. Within 3 to 4 weeks of consistent implementation, most men notice real differences. More sustained energy throughout the day, stronger performance in the gym and bedroom, sharper mental focus, better mood and motivation, firmer, more reliable erections. By 8 to 12 weeks, the changes become undeniable. You feel like yourself again. That vitality you thought was gone forever starts returning. Not because of expensive supplements or pharmaceuticals, but because you gave your body what it needed to produce hormones naturally. Don't think of this as a restriction. Think of it as strategic optimization. You're not giving up on food. You're choosing foods that serve your goals, support your biology, work with your body instead of against it. You have more control over your hormones than you realize. These aren't complicated protocols. You don't need expensive supplements or prescriptions. Just smart, strategic food choices made consistently. If this gave you clarity or opened your eyes to something new, please subscribe to this channel. Every day I share practical, science-based insights like this. Strategies to restore energy, optimize hormones, improve sexual health, and feel your absolute best. Hit that like button if this brought you value. Share this with a friend, brother, or father who needs this information. You never know how much impact one piece of knowledge can have on someone's life. And let me know in the comments, which testosterone-boosting fruit are you adding tomorrow? I read every comment, and I'm here to support your journey. I'm Dr. Lila Romano. I'll see you in the next video.